Comic, Army veteran, 27 years, I believe. That was way too much time in the military. Please give it a big round of applause for Mr. Mike Beam, everybody.
I have to be cuter than what I saw coming up here. Jesus. So have you ever been called a lazy piece of shit? Because I was this morning by a 3-year-old girl. I was staying over at a friend's house last night, and this morning I was awakened to lazy pita chip. Lazy pita chip. So I jumped up from my sleep and I jumped on the internet to translate from small child to English and realized the kid was hungry and wanted Lay's potato chips. So on my way out, I don't care, it wasn't my kid, I gave her the whole bag. But in the car on the drive over here, her words started to get to me. What if she's right and I am lazy? I mean, when I joined the military, I appreciate what Michael said about being an Army veteran, but I joined the National Guard. Does that even count as military service? I mean, 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks over the summer, and a couple times in the winter when the weatherman was expecting 6 to 8 inches but just got a dusting. Kind of like my prom date. I mean, I spent a total of like 96 days in uniform. I got a retirement check in the same amount of time you real branches spend in mandatory safety briefs each year. The best part about my unit, though, was it was comprised of all my childhood friends. We were poor, we were dumb, but we understood the meaning of loyalty. And so with that, we were the kind of kids who we used our riding lawnmowers to cut the grass Saturday afternoon and then take your date to the movies Saturday night. We were the kind of kids who we were never offended by Jeff Foxworthy's jokes. You know, the ones, you might be a redneck or something. We were the inspiration for him. And we would, with all due respect to Mr. Foxworthy, from now on we would like to be called by the more culturally sensitive term, Appalachian Americans. So we love pro wrestling, that was our thing. And you know what they say about Appalachian Americans? Give us a half hour and a roll of duct tape, we can do absolutely anything.
Yep.
So we fashioned a full-size wrestling ring out of duct tape. Because we really wanted to live the lifestyle. And we used the scraps left over to make like a title belt for the champion. And I was proud of it. I wanted to brag to the neighborhood that we had a title belt. So I took a marker and I wrote the abbreviation of our organization on it. Neighborhood Amateur Wrestling Champion, NARC. Oh, I get it now. No wonder those meth heads beat the crap out of me every time I walk by. So I wanted to be real authentic in our first match. I went to the Goodwill store, and I went to the ladies section, and I borrowed the bottom of a woman's red swimsuit. I put it on, it was super tight, but the price was right, so I couldn't complain. For our first match, I climbed into the ring, and as I bent over, I got up, I thought with my red little panties on, I looked just like Hulk Hogan. I took plenty of time to pose. Yep, to me I looked just like Hulk Hogan. To my friends, it looked like my asshole was wearing an eye patch. So, I got in, I got started, and right away I realized the design flaw in our ring. We had the sticky side of the tape facing in. My opponent pushed me into the ropes, and I got a body slam and a bikini wax all at the same time. I just laid down and rolled out of the ring, and that was the absolute end of my wrestling career. So that, I too think, makes me... I think she was right. So tonight, when I go back over to my friend's house and I see that little girl who thinks my name is Jody, because that's what her dad refers to me as in all his letters home, I'm going to let her know that she's right, and I think I am a lazy piece of shit. Thank you so much.